Let's see those juice boxes in the comments, y'all. If you are on the show, hit that plus sign. I see those juice boxes. If you are on the show, hit that plus sign. Thank you for reminding me of the gift sound. If you are on the show, hit that plus sign, y'all. Hey, welcome. If you are just pulling up, welcome. Hit that plus sign if you are on the show. Hit that plus sign if you are on the show. Hello, y'all, and welcome. Y'all, hello and welcome. This is the Red Room Talk. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships to show that in the end, no matter who you are and where you are from, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and heart. We are here to have candid discussions to cut through stigmas. Last episode, if you missed us, that is okay. You can find us on YouTube by following the link in my profile, not only to my Instagram, but also to my YouTube to subscribe or to check out what we got going for the week. This week, we're going to talk about the dating world with this week's topic, the stages of dating, from hello to commitment, a candid discussion about the stages of the creation of a relationship. Tonight in the Red Room, we have an all-star cast. We have my co-host, G-Way. We have Mo B. We have Meet Me's Top Badge King. Yup, it's me. And last but not least, we have Sinful. Let's find out what this week's panel thinks about the stages of dating. First things first, all that I ask is that you keep your mind open and your language clean. I'm going to let you guys in the box to introduce yourself and let us know what y'all got going on, and then we can get started on tonight's topic. Okay?
Yo, what it do?
Yeah.
Hi.
What up, Blake? What up, King? What up,
What's
Seth?
going on? How y'all doing?
Hi. So before we get started, just know that every week we do a thing where the top 3 gifters by the end of the live get a graphic made by yours truly. So don't be afraid to hit that gift box, y'all. It's all about support, no matter how big or small. But first things first, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself. But we are polite here, right? So we are polite. So we're going to let the lady the singular lady go first and introduce herself and let us know about her show, and then we'll go that away. Oh no, excuse me, that away. I don't know because I'm not an iPhone. Whatever way, go to the Dimples, and then we will get started after that. So go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about your show or anything you got going on. And then
okay, all right. Hello, y'all. I'm Simple. I got a little art show Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where live art meets a game show. It's fun. It's different. It's not something that you've seen before, so come by, check it out. But yeah.
Okay, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, man, Big King Yup is me. Y'all know what time it is, man. Big Cali shit. And I do fake parties. If y'all check my fifth picture, I don't got a schedule for it because my schedule outside of live streaming is crazy. My dad is blind. Take care of him. Got a single father out here, you know what I'm saying? So when you see that fifth picture up, it's a fave party flyer. When y'all see that picture up, we having a fave party. Y'all tap in. When I get that schedule going, y'all tap in for that too. We gonna go crazy. We gonna take over that big motherfucking yup shit. Hello.
Oh.
Well,
it's a feature show, but hey, Mo B, introduce yourself.
My name is Mo B. I be on from time to time, you know what I'm saying? Free time thinker, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like whenever I'm on. And, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no show or nothing because, I ain't got the mindset to be keeping the show all the time. It takes a lot of time and stuff. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I be on here chilling and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You might have seen me in your favorite girls live, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I be doing, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mo B. Happy to be on.
And of course, y'all all know me. If you don't know me, you better get to know me because it's your co-host, G-Way-N-O-A. And I got a lot going on, man. Make sure y'all hit that name, follow the IG. A lot of stuff happens at 9 p.m. I'm thinking about changing my name to Mr. 9 p.m. I actually have something going on every night of the week. But my main things is every Saturday right here on the Red Room Talk, every Monday on the Hood Feud. We on season 2 right now. And every Thursday, definitely every Thursday on the Getting Lit show with KOD. So pull up on me.
On me. I am your host, Jen and Juice. You can find me here every I need y'all all to say this together. Saturday at 10 p.m. Just hit that plus sign. If you are on the show, hit that plus sign, y'all. Hit that plus sign. I think we got all of you there. hello, and welcome to the Red Room Talk. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, to erase different social stigmas. We're here to have candid discussions and cut through stigmas to show that in the end, no matter who you are or your background, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and heart. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that is okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking the link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode, we talked about love and relationships and dating. But this week, we're bringing back a throwback topic to discuss both sides. This week's topic is, what's love got to do with it? We have an all-star cast. We have G-Way. We have Diamond Supply. We have Top Badge Shimmer. And we have Empress J. Let's find out how the panel feels. But before we get started, all I ask is that you keep your mind open and your language clean. This is a featured show, so make sure you keep your comments in the chat also clean if you can. First things first, I'm going to let you guys in the box to introduce yourselves to let us know what you got going on, any things you got going on. So, yes, I'm going to let you in. Let my co-host in.
What up, y'all? What up?
Yo. G-Way, what up? Jen, what up?
Shimmer.
Empress J, Shimmer. I done must have did the right thing to be on this panel.
Not too much. Okay.
Shout out to the celebrities.
Of course, every week we are polite here in the Red Room, so we let ladies go first. So go ahead, Empress. I'll let you go ahead and start it off, and then we'll get to Shimmer. Let us know what you got going on, what shows, what events you got going, and then we'll head over to the gentleman.
All right, now, greetings to everyone. Like she said, I am Empress J. I stream on the regular basis, usually at nighttime. I do have a newly featured show called Living Holistic with Empress J. It is every Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Come catch y'all some good vibes, some good tools you can use, and some good knowledge, because I guarantee you don't want to miss any of it. Okay? So thank you so much, Jen, for having me. Salute to everybody here.
Miss Shimmer.
Hey everybody, I'm the queen in the queendom. You can catch me anytime. I am so super random. Listen, we love you and everybody is loved in my room. Anything goes, we are a family. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you're going. We all going to the top together. That's the way I like it.
All right, Diamond Supply, what you got going on?
I'm Diamond Supply. Every Monday you can catch me, Top Badge Talk with Diamond Supply, with your favorite top badge, your favorite top streamer. Every Friday, starting this Friday, I have Diamond Supply presents Headliners, the show, 4 shows. We give you official ratings and all of that. So y'all make sure y'all pull up every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lego.
And of course, if y'all don't know me, you better get to know me. It's your co-host, G-Way or No Way. Y'all catch me here every Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, co-hosting with Jen and Juice. Sunday, we got Wordplay with G-Way. Monday, we got Huff You Season 2. Tuesday, we got Sports Talk. Wednesday, we got Wildin' Out. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to get lit. And Friday, I'm getting live with the R&B, you and me, on the Red Light Special. So hit the fade button, get to know me. If you don't know me, you can get to know me. Shout out to everybody on the panel. It's a very nice panel tonight. I'm very interested to hear what's going on.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes.
So I am your host, Jenny Juice. You can find me here every Saturday. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. If you don't find me on Saturdays, you can find me on Tuesdays, also with G-Way as the co-host, a game show called Cut the Beat. And then you can find me Thursdays at 9 p.m. with King of Diamonds. I'm part of the Getting Lit cast. I do all the graphics and such. And then Fridays at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I'm on emoji charades with Juancho Numbers. Make sure you tap him. He's the top bubble up there with a favorite. But other than that, you can find me late nights and early mornings. But we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. What is love? Love and lust play a huge role in our lives, and yet the meaning of love is rarely considered attentively and patiently. True love is a hard concept to define, and any definition you may read about it won't do it justice. Most would say that love is something that you only fully understand when you feel love and experience it yourself. If you go to a regular dictionary and look up the definition, it's something vague, such as an intense feeling of deep affection. While not wrong, this definition does very little to explain the complexities of true love. The word love does not carry the same weight as its true meaning. You can have deep affections for anything, but love is something that goes far, far beyond. It is much stronger, and when it ends between you and the person you love, it can be a train wreck. But what I want to know is, what is your definition of love? What is love to you? And anyone can pick it up.
Well, to me, love is an action. And it's not saying that I'm from the show me, but you're going to have to show me that you love me. And that's not something that you can turn on and turn off. And that's not something that's going to be, oh, you love me today, you love me tomorrow, you love me when I bring you something. It's a continuation, because when it's mutual, it's reciprocated. That's true love to me.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and answer. All right, so I'll put it like this. You know, it's a difference between unconditional love and love. All right? Because with unconditional love, you love with no restrictions. Like, it's us. I'm taking you flaws and all, however you're coming. Whatever comes with you, I'm accepting that. And we can work on the rest of that as we go. But then you have love, which is that feeling, like she said, that action feeling, you know what I'm saying, which can be super tricky at times because you can feel like it's love and it's really not. You know what I'm saying? But I would have to say with love, it's that I don't know, to me, love is a vibe. Like, it's something that you can just tap into with that person, and it's just something that y'all know. It's that feeling that y'all have. It's that pull in, that connection. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to explain with me, but yeah, I'm gonna have to put it like that.
I feel like love is a selfless act. That's something that you do without being asked. You know, it's almost like a volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer, and nothing stronger than love, real love. You feel me? So with that being said, it's a selfless act. And that's really as far as I can take that, because I haven't really actually got an opportunity to feel real love yet. So
I'm going to agree with everybody else because, everybody pretty much summed it up for me. The only thing you can add on top of that with a little razzle-dazzle of loyalty and respect, and we good to go. You know, that's love for me. Loyalty to me is everything. You know, I got to know that while I'm out here getting the bag, that you at home doing what you're supposed to be doing, holding down the fort. You know what I'm saying? So, I agree with the rest of the panel. Definitely do.
I like how you get the salt man at the top of there like that. Just a little drizzle.
A little razzle dazzle. Yeah, you got to put the razzle dazzle.
little seasoning.
You know what I'm saying? Can't have it bland. Love
Just a
is
little
bland.
flavoring, you know.
Damn, y'all remember Emerald? Bam.
But love to me, it is beyond all rationality. It is more than just a feeling. It is something. It's like almost uncontrollable. Like, I can't help but love the people I love. Sometimes it's without. It's almost sickening. It's like not a good. It's a good feeling, but I know in my lifetime, whenever I've known that I'm in love, it's almost a sick feeling. Like, oh my God, like what? Why, Jesus? Why me, Jesus? You know, it's like this just undeniable feeling. You can't you can't escape it. It's beyond all rationality, and sometimes I think love is just simply it's being. It's when you can't sleep or eat or anything without that other person, like without them being in the back of your mind, you can't like not think about them in your decisions. I feel like love is just, you're always considering that person. And it's yes, it's a verb, you know, it's things you do, but I think it's just beyond that. Like I said, really, it's just beyond rationality. You can't, it's not something I know for me I can control. Because trust me, if I could fall out of love at will, if it's something I could control, there would be a whole lot of graveyards in my chest, okay? There's a graveyard of every man I've ever loved deep inside of me somewhere. Because I feel like you just don't unlove somebody. It's just always there. It just is. What's up?
I definitely understand and definitely get that as far as what you're saying. I think that when it comes down to it, like so many people have, it's like Empress said, so many conditions that come with love, with people's love, and it shouldn't be a condition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be a yes man. You feel me? Like, that's not love. Yes, honey. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make sure that your day is easy. You feel me? I'm going to make sure that your night is blissful and peaceful. You know what I mean? Like, love is a very tricky thing when it comes down to matters of the heart, and that's why the heart and the mind work together. You feel me? To create that strength that you say that you can't turn it off. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely it's an uncontrollable. It's more than just an action. Like when you love someone, of course, like the act of loving, but it's like something I like I said, for me, I just can't control it. It's just beyond rationality. It's just like a compelling feeling. But yeah, I definitely agree with all of you. It's really kind of unexplainable. I think everybody has their own definition, like what love is to you. That's why I love asking this question, because you get to see the perspective from everyone. Because love to you might just be that first, that first hello in the morning, or that good morning from your partner. That might be love to you, just that the being in the same room as that person. But to me, when you guys talk about unconditional love, for me is conditional though. Not saying I can unlove you, but the love I'm giving out is very conditional for me. I feel like the only time you really can love someone unconditional is when that's your child, in my opinion. I believe the only time when you have that unconditional love, I feel like other than that, it's like there's going to be some sort of condition attached to it. And that's the fact of if you're loving me correctly, or... So when I hear the word unconditional love, I always kind of... because maybe it's because I haven't seen it. Maybe that could be it. Maybe that's it, because I haven't seen it or felt that yet. But anyways, if you guys are just pulling up, that's okay. We have so much more to come. We just discussed your definition of love, but now I want to talk about a circumstance of love. Love is likely influenced by both biological drives and cultural influences. While hormones and biology are important, the way we express and experience love is also influenced by our personal conceptions of love. When it comes to love, some people would say it's one of the most important human emotions. Yet, despite one of the most studied behaviors, it's still the least understood. For example, researchers debate whether love is a biological or cultural phenomenon. When circumstances at play, I want to know what you think about this situation. This is actually one of my very favorite questions. The question is, can someone who was raised on survival properly love someone who was raised on love?
Yes. I feel like that's possible. And maybe I might be just speaking on myself. I'm a professional lover. Like it's like just something that I just, you know what I mean? So with that being said, it's like
professional lover.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? And so I don't know, like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that one was unique.
I'm just looking at him in his, his high heel boots and his short skirt when I see professional level, for the streets. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Girl, not for the streets.
I didn't see that on my calendar.
Be back on the block.
Okay, so Jen, ask that question one more time for me.
Okay. The question is, can someone who was raised on survival properly love someone who was raised on love? I turned off my gestures. I don't know why they're still on. Can someone who was raised on survival properly love someone who was raised on love?
I'm going to be honest. In my opinion, I can't say that I agree. The reason I can't is because all you know is survival. You haven't actually learned the ability to nurture, to love, and do it with passion. Everything that you're doing, and you're doing it with I'm going to be honest, a lot of it's with emotion. You can't really properly love and really give somebody that genuine love as they should feel it when everything is so built off of what you know what I'm saying? The people that's based off of survival done been through the trenches. So they feel like they got to be hard. Everything got to be like this. They got to be like that. Because if not, then they going to be weak. They ain't going to be able to do this. They ain't going to be able to do that. And if you're raising a child that way, they'll never really know how to tap into themselves in their feminine energy, which is the ability to be soft, the ability to be passionate, the ability to calm down. Like that type of thing, they won't be able to tap into. They'll be too tapped into their masculine. And especially if you have a daughter who's supposed to be in their feminine energy at all times, she will not be properly loved, or will she be able to receive proper love from a man, because they're not going to be willing to accept it. So in my opinion, and that's just me, I don't really feel like, because just because you're able to teach them how to survive, but can you teach them how to love though? It's different. So that's my opinion on it.
I agree with exactly what you're saying, because it's like an identifier, but I also believe in opposites attract. I've seen it, I've done it personally, and it's when one type of being with the other type of being, sometimes that makes that bond even more unbreakable, because you're learning together, and then you tend to value it even more because of that person that you have that for, and that person that has it for you. When you see something completely different come your way, it hits you a whole something different way. It just be like, oh, so that's how, am I supposed to, what we gonna, it's like all your questions are not answered, but then again, they get answered one by one, and you begin to see a whole new light. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree with you 100%. I just feel like that's just a whole nother energy having to tap in with this person. Like within that question, it's like, oh, can this person individually, give them that love or show them that love they need in order for them to feel in the ways that they should. Like it would actually have to take, like you said, another energy to tap into them, to show them or to help them mold into their direction. But them individually by themselves, no, somebody gonna have to help them. Somebody gonna have to show them something in order for them to really know, or to really feel, or to even feel that they're wrong. Because some people don't even know that they're wrong. There are ways of doing things, and it may not necessarily be wrong, but it's just not. To me, I don't know how to explain it or how to break it down like that, but it's not in a nurturing light to me. It's just more on aggression and you gotta survive. You can't be weak out here. Like that's the very thing that I feel like you would be raising them as, rather than showing them how to turn it off and turn it on. See what I'm saying? But I agree with you 150%. Like, my bad, Jen.
No, you gotta do that. This is what this is for. That's what we're here for. That was funny. What about you, G-Way? You ain't getting away with not answering this one, because I be catching on.
Yeah. That's contact. I have to somewhat agree with Shimmer because I was raised off survival. It took a minute, but I was taught how not to love before I learned how to love. So it took me a minute, to get it like through my skull and get all the hoism out of my system and all that good stuff. But I had to learn. I literally had to learn. But I kind of agree with Empress too, but if I never had nobody to teach me, then I ain't gonna know what love is. I'm just know, hey, rent's due first of the month. Today's the 31st. We gonna have to go bop somebody in the head. We gotta do what we gotta do. I gotta get it how I gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? If that's all I know.
Thanks. I agree.
So it go either way.
So, for this to work, because what I believe that ends up being 9 times out of 10 is what I call a parasite-host relationship. For that relationship to work, you're going to give so much for the person who was raised on love. You're going to give so much. By the end, I don't even know if you're going to want it. Because the person who was raised on survival has no idea what love really is. If you don't know love, how can you show love? How can you properly love someone if you don't even have any idea what that means? I've been in that before. And it took so much out of me because I was constantly trying to run up behind him, you can't, sometimes some things aren't, I'm not saying I can't teach you, but some things aren't teachable. And I feel like it's either there or it's not. And a lot of that starts at home at a young child, right? Your love style, your affection, your affection style and all that is taught at home. It's kind of like we had the show the other day. We were talking about family and how it affects your future relationships. The first place you find affection is normally from your mother. If your mother was an unloving mother, like we're talking about, they've done experiments from with a child sitting in a high chair, right? And the mother was ignoring them and walking away from this, and just a want there, right? So just imagine a child who had no mother from gate, or had no mother in their life, or no father, was raised by a grandmother or a foster. I've seen it all. And it always comes down to they just don't have that understanding. And what ends up happening is you're pouring into someone and they'll give you something that might look what they think it's supposed to look like, but they really don't grasp the concept. And then you end up being drained of something. You're drained of the love that you have. And for me, for love to be successful, it's give and take, and that is a lot of take. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, because I've seen it happen. My mother and my stepdad, he was raised on survival. He didn't have the love in his home. Not saying he was never loved, but he didn't have that kind of. So it took a lot in the beginning to get him to the place that he is now. But now it is beautiful. I can say that's probably the best couple I've ever seen in my life. But it took a lot of energy. See, a lot of people, they see the end result, right? They don't see the work it took to get there. But with that kind of relationship, it ends up being 9 times out of 10, it's a parasite-host relationship. They're taking. And when you have that, the other one person's going to get tired. You're going to get tired of always giving to someone who's always taking. And a lot of times it's like a business. So you don't know if they're even being legit, because they're so used to finessing or whatever it is that you don't even know if they really understand, like I said, the whole concept. So that's my opinion. I feel like it's possible, but the work would be so immense. I don't even know if it's worth it in the end. And if you have that in you, you have that kind of energy in you to do that, that's more to you, power to you. But for me, it's a lot. It's a lot. Definitely possible. But if you guys are done saying what you got to say, is that it? Y'all have to tap in? Okay.
If you're just pulling up, y'all, that's okay. You have not missed much. We still have a lot more to discuss. We just discussed your definition of love, and then we discussed someone raised on survival versus being raised on love. We're going to change direction a bit and talk about relationships. There's no single way to practice love. Every relationship is unique, and each person brings their own history and needs. Some things that you can do to show love to the people you care about include being willing to be vulnerable, being willing to forgive, doing your best and be willing to apologize when you make mistakes. Let them know that you care. Listen to what they have to say. Prioritizing spending time with the other person. Reciprocate loving gestures and acts of kindness. Recognize and acknowledge their good qualities. Share things about yourself and showing affection. That's just to name a few. While there are a multitude of ways to show love, there are specific things that hold a relationship together. So what I want to know is, what characteristics do you think are necessary for a strong relationship? And do you yourself possess these characteristics? What characteristics do you think are necessary for a strong relationship?
Communication, loyalty.
I think self-love is one of the.
I think, are we lagging here?
I don't think he can. I don't think he has a clear connect to us.
Oh, okay.
How?
Go ahead, Diamond. Go ahead.
I see y'all perfectly fine. Nobody's lagging. But I feel like, those characteristics, patience, understanding, self-love, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. You know what I'm saying? If you're not good, everything around you won't be good. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, patience is one of the most important, because you have to be patient with your partner, someone that, you're still learning, because you don't really know a person, you know what I'm saying, until you truly go a real distance with them, and you have to be patient with those personalities, so.
I would agree 150% with Diamond, but to add on to Diamond, communication is key. Like, to me, that is the foundation of a relationship. Like, we have to be able to sit down as man and woman, you know what I'm saying, and actually discuss whatever issues we, not go outside of us. Like, sit and communicate amongst our unity and figure it out on our own, So I would say communication for sure. I would definitely have to say, me personally, someone, you may not necessarily have to be just all the way tapped in spiritually, but at least have an open mind to spirituality. Like, I think once you have a set in stone relationship that's, under, of the divine, it's a totally different feeling. So that to me, a spiritual connection is definitely needed for a healthy and strong relationship.
You took that right out of my mouth. Listen, I think we almost the same person. Listen, I'm about to fade you too, but listen, let me tell you, if I don't pray, nothing else goes right. I don't sit there and preach to everybody in the Queendom. Again, that's the name of my room. I don't sit there and preach to everybody. My cousin right there can tell you, G-Way can tell you, I don't preach to you. I am faithful to my church, but I'm faithful to people. I'm a people person. By nature, I'm a people person. By my career, what gives me satisfaction, which is a sense of love for myself, is what I can do and achieve with others. And that is with a relationship as well as without actual relationship. So being steadfast within that prayer life, or having that higher being, that enhances it for me.
Thanks.
I said mine already. Communication and loyalty. My answer ain't changing regardless. I need that at the end of the day. Some good loving too. You need some good loving, and you need to know how to cook. You gotta cook. You gotta feed.
Come on over, D-Way. You ain't got no. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Cook me, I'm good. You know, come off the road. I don't want no McDonald's. I don't want to go sit down nowhere. No, I want to smell the dinner and be mad that it ain't ready yet.
That's such a man thing to say, I tell you.
Right. Right. You come home, be like, you got some herb pudding and wind pie waiting for you, baby. Don't even worry about it. Herb pudding and wind pie.
Herb pudding and wind pie. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You keep them same pair of heels for 2 years, and we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, you laugh.
Listen. Okay. So the characteristics that I think are necessary is one, be forgiving. There's a lot of forgiveness that goes into relationships. Compromise.
That's nice.
Loyalty. I think at the end of it, being bendable. Because you have two people from two different places. You have two people who have lived different lives. Trying to come together as one. I hate it here sometimes. Trying to come together as one, and that's what he said. But I felt like a lot of forgiveness, forgiving heart. And I don't mean that because, when someone does things wrong or...
She's loud.
Oh, Lord. I think we got a lag. Lagerton.
I froze.
Boy, this is way crazy, did it?
Ain't you back?
Right. I was froze, y'all. I was out of here for a minute. I was like, no.
What's going on?
Lord.
That countdown stopped your heart, don't it?
Yes, it did. It definitely stopped it. But like I said, it's definitely a lot of forgiving. And I don't mean someone who cheats every other day. I mean, it takes a lot of forgiveness. You're two people coming from two different places who are trying to come together as one. They're going to have different perspectives. They're going to have different opinions and a lot of compromise and communication skills. Okay, I'm an over communicator. So I possess the characteristics now. With that being said, I'm a little stubborn, okay? A lot of stubborn. But I definitely am bendable. Communication is key. A great communicator. That is something I need. I know I need. I need someone who is a great communicator, because at the end of the day, that is what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, is communicating. If you can't communicate with me, if you don't feel like you can talk to me, it's not going to work, because who are you talking to? Who are you communicating with? If it's outside your relationship, it's already doomed. You have anything to say here, Mr. Supply?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Put you back in the corner. No, I'm just kidding. But I knew you were bendable. Anium. But I feel like it's more than that. It's not just communication style. Are you able to listen too? You have to be a great listener, not just a great communicator, because you have to listen to what your partner's needs are. And are you able to love them in the way they need to be loved? And what I mean by that is, my love language is words of affirmation and quality time being the first. So are you able to love me in my love language without loving me in your love language? Because a lot of people try that, and that's what kind of separates people. You're trying to love me in the way that you need to be loved, not in the way that I need to be loved. So that's why I said communication, and not just verbal communication. Take context clues. Take someone's body language, the way that they're acting towards you. I'm often a mirror to you. I'm a mirror to how I'm treated and to how I'm loved too. If I'm going to give back exactly what I receive, and that doesn't mean I'm not being petty, but it's just I'm going to bounce back off of you the way that I feel.
So if I can't be with someone who's a communicator, it's just not going to work. Communication is definitely the key. And I know that's just like a saying, but it's not just a saying. It is definitely true. If you got two people who aren't talking, what do you have at that point? Do you have anything else to say, you guys, before we move on? No? Okay. So if you are just pulling up, y'all, it is okay. Frog in my throat. You have not missed it all. We still have more to discuss. We just discussed your definition of love. Someone on survival versus being raised on love. The characteristics you think are necessary for a strong relationship. Now we're going to dig a little deeper into relationships. Shout out to my mama who pulled up into the live. But love can vary in intensity and can change over time. It is associated with a range of positive emotions, including happiness, excitement, life satisfaction, and euphoria. But it can also result in negative emotions such as jealousy and stress. We've all got different ideas and ideals as we grow. We all have had at least one or several relationships under our belt. And so what I would like to know is, what was something that you used to believe about relationships, but you no longer do?
That person was love you.
People are loyal. Loyalty exists. I used to believe in it. Man.
So what do you look like you want to say something, Empress.
Why I knew you was gonna call me? Why?
Because you was
Because
looking like a deer in headlights. Over there looking like a deer in headlights. Don't call me.
Like, please don't call my
I'm
name.
sorry, I'm sorry. My brother was calling while we was going through this. He was FaceTiming me back to back. I'm sorry. Okay, if I have to say, okay, the question was, what is something that you used to believe in relationships that you no longer believe in, right?
Something you used to believe about relationships, but you no longer do.
Let me reframe my words before I say some things that I know I can't say on a feature show.
I knew it was about to I was just saying.
That the things that you see on the movies is true. That they actually exist. Because, see, on the movies, they don't show you that you actually go through the trenches in a relationship. Okay, they don't show you the arguments. They don't show you all the, you better get out my, I promise it. They don't show you all of that. What they show you is that it's happily ever after from the time they meet this person to the time they get married and just travel off in their little old horse in a carriage and just all that good stuff. No. Okay, so I no longer believe in these fairy tale, happily ever after relationships. I don't believe in them. Okay, I believe in strength in a relationship. I believe in chaos in a relationship, because sometimes it take a little fire. You know, it take a little fire. You got to remember that it's spicy at times. Just let me. But no, I no longer believe that the stuff they showed on TV was able to happen in a relationship. It was
I said stop
it was last.
talking.
That's okay.
Babe, stop talking.
Miss Shimmer.
For me, I'm brought up Southern. I'm from the South.
It's right now.
And men are usually taught, and from the street as well, men are taught not to cry. Men are can be sensitive.
You see,
Don't underestimate the sensitivity
go somewhere and,
or consider it a weakness when it comes to a man. And that's where a lot of women tend to say, oh, you a punk, you a this, that, the other. If he shows you that sensitive side, that's a whole nother level. And I used to not believe that was even possible until I fell in love. I was like, wow, you like me like that? You know what I'm saying? It just gave me a whole new meaning, and it gave us a whole new meaning. It created us right there.
I like that. I agree. That's one thing you don't really understand about a man until you go through that with that man. Like, you never really know that man's emotional side really is there. You didn't know that he could really love you like that, or he could really have that passion in him like that. You know, that's one thing you don't really understand until you actually go through that and feel that. So, yeah, I used to feel like men was just always so strong and just always so this, and they never had a moment where they were just soft. Until I actually had a man who knew how to utilize his feminine energy and show me the passion a man is supposed to show me. So I no longer have that thought process. I know that a man can do it. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree, Shemma. That was great. I think we twins somewhere down the line or something. I think we was tricks.
I wrote your name down. Okay, I mean,
girl, listen, and I got you face. Don't worry about girl.
Okay. So, something that I used to believe about relationships but no longer do. You know what I used to believe? Maybe it's because my favorite movie was Pretty Woman. And you know at the end when he goes up the stairs and he says, "Alas, dear lady," because she always had this in her mind that this man was going to come as a white knight and with armor and a sword and love her like it was her last. And I think I was so busy thinking that it was going to be like that I probably missed out on a lot of opportunities because it didn't look like that. Because I realized the people that I end up loving was not, I won't say none of that, but it wasn't like that. I fell in love with them for way different reasons. And that I also realized that when you grow up that it doesn't have to look like that. Your love story is going to be something completely different from someone else's love story.
Exactly.
And my mom, she was just in the comments and she said, sometimes my man starts talking not for answers, just because he needs to be heard. And I believe that because when I watched them, right, and this is something they taught me, because I was like, when is it going to happen? And I want a relationship like y'all's because it's so perfect. And I think I was so envious that I wanted that so bad. But what I realized later and just in conversation was that the story that it took to get them there, it didn't just happen overnight. It took blood and sweat and tears and trial and, you know,
and forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Everything.
That's why I say forgiveness, because it takes a lot of forgiveness to love someone, and not like I said, not every time he cheats you're forgiving him. That's not love, okay? Not saying that isn't part of a forgiveness if that happens, but what I'm saying is someone who it might be hard for them to love. It might be, you know, just having time and leniency, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to, like we were talking about earlier, someone who was raised on survival properly loves someone raised in love. If that happens, right? Like I said, that happened in my mother's relationship. She was trying to love this man who was very different from her, right? He was nothing that she wanted. Nothing that she thought she wanted. I think that planted a seed in my mind at that moment. Like, you know what? He might not look nothing like I think I want. Because a lot of times they'll come dressed as nothing you wanted, but everything you needed. Nothing you wanted, but everything you needed. And I think it changed the trajectory for me because it made me start looking at people maybe I wouldn't have looked at before. Or I started listening in and really taking in, you know, what people say and asking the hard question. Because, you know, you think it's just some love story, right? You know, oh, they get a dog and they live in this little town and they fall in love and they bake together and he makes her breakfast in the morning with a tray and it's just this beautiful thing, and it's nothing like that. It might be that he knows in the morning don't talk to you when you're drinking your coffee. It might be that
it's the with a tray for me.
you know what I'm talking about. They always have
with a tray.
There's always that dog, but I know from my mom, he don't talk to her in the morning for at least an hour until she drinks her coffee because he knows, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And she knows that he loves his football. You know, it's just it's a lot of give and take, but you know, I used to just think it was gonna just happen, right? It was just, I'm gonna know, and it's gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna look like it's gonna be this fairy tale, and it's nothing like that. It's really just two people who make a decision that we are gonna make this the best relationship out of what we got.
I know that's right. Just don't send my Steve Urkel. I'll be just fine. Send me my Steve Urkel.
I've never understood. Look, between Steve Urkel and Jenny and Forrest Gump, both Laura and Jenny, both of you two women were some of the worst women ever. And I hate having the same name as Jenny, because Lord, I'd have loved both of those men to the end of my days. Okay, them two men put in so much effort to do.
I know what love is.
I might not be a smart man, Jenny, but I know what love is. You know, you know, but they loved them so much, and I think it was just a decision. Once they made the decision, that's who they wanted to love. That's what they did, and I think it just all starts with a decision. It all starts with a decision to love that person and to learn the things, like I said, the things that they need, their needs, not just their wants, but their needs. Because often I might want something, but you might know my need, and you giving me my need versus my want might be the very thing that I needed all along. You know what I mean? We want a lot, but what do I need? And if you learn my needs, yeah. Oftentimes the things that worked out right was when my needs were fulfilled versus my want. So, if you are just pulling up, y'all, you're late. But that's okay. You have not missed everything. We still have a little bit more to discuss. We just discussed your definition of love, being raised on survival versus being raised on love, the characteristics you think are necessary for a strong relationship, and something you used to believe about relationships but no longer do. Lastly, I want to discuss how to keep a relationship going. Finding love is one of the best feelings in the world, Lord, it is. When you're in a long-term relationship, though, things can start to feel bland. Sometimes, no matter how much you love each other, it can leave you wondering how to fix this down relationship. Luckily, if things have gotten kind of blah in your relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean it's over. In fact, many long-term relationships go through ruts occasionally, and it's totally normal. It's hard to imagine being with someone for years or even sometimes months without feeling like you're sometimes living the same day over and over again. But what I want to know is, as we were talking about compromise and loyalty and all these things, what I want to know is, do you think that love is strong enough to withstand anything? Why or why not? Is love enough? Is love strong enough to withstand anything in a relationship?
If it's real, to me, yeah.
Gotta be real.
It's actually real, because a lot of people are going, they'll get in a relationship and they're, oh, I love you, oh my God, you just the best thing in the world with people. And the minute that something messed up happens, they ready to pack their stuff, they out.
They don't love them.
You know what I'm saying? They burn it. But somebody that genuinely loves you, they're gonna look at themselves first. This is just to me, this is my opinion. They're gonna look at themselves to see what could have caused that issue.
Right.
For me, when there is true love, it's togetherness. It's no more I or me. It's us and we. So if something happens, we both got to go through it together. If it turns into that just single person, then there's a problem.
I agree with both of them. At the end of the day, I can't even add anything to that. That's just pretty much sums it up. At the end of the day, if it's real, then it's whatever. I'm here. Whatever we go through is what we go through, not me or I. Everything is togetherness.
The question was, Diamond, Do you think that love is strong enough to withstand anything? Why or why not?
Okay, so I feel like that no. And the reason why is because everybody has core values, everybody has morals, right? And it don't matter how strong your love is. If there's something that your significant other or, you know what I'm saying, is doing or has done that you know of or seen that goes against your moral fiber or code, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm cool off that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you want to make sure that I don't really know, like there's really no way like that I could say like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we could withstand anything. Yes, we, you know, with work, with time, you know what I'm saying, you go on this side of the house, I go on that side of the house, you know what I mean, and we'll work it out as we go, but other than that, no. I actually told if you don't work for the sheriff department, somebody got stumped out.
Somebody breasting.
Anyways, do I think that love is strong enough to withstand anything? I don't think love is enough. Like I said, in my opinion, my love anyway is conditional. And that doesn't mean that I stop loving someone. What it means is the love I'm giving out is conditional. I can love you on my heart, but the love I give to you is going to be conditional on the fact that you're loving me properly, or that you're deserving of that, because not everyone deserves what you have to offer. Can it withstand anything? I mean, that depends on the strength of the relationship. Are you strong enough to go through trials? And that's why when I look for someone, right, and when I have in mind, I need someone who's been through some things. Because if you get with someone who's never been through nothing, at the first sign of trouble or the first sign of something off, they're going to run for the hills because they've never been through anything. I need someone, I don't want the knight in shining armor. No, I need it to be torn and tattered and rusted and used. Right? I need the rusted and bloodied sword because you've been through life. You fought through life. I need someone who's been through some things. Love alone, is it strong enough to withstand anything? Only it is what you make it. I feel like if you have the strength to stand beside me and fight with me through this thing called life, oh yeah, we could get through some things. But am I fighting you? If I'm fighting you and you're fighting back against me, that's up for debate. It really depends. Love alone, it takes a lot of will, a lot of compromise, a lot of give and take. But if you're not standing beside me to fight, only one person can't fight a battle by themselves. So unless your partner's standing up next to you to fight with you, I don't think love is enough. If you are just pulling up, you're definitely late, but we're at my favorite part of the night. Tonight's topic was, what's love got to do with it? And now we are going to go to my favorite segment, the Ask Jen Host Hot Seat Question. I went to Instagram to ask our peers, my peers could ask a question. It was just for me. If you want your question to be featured next week's episode, make sure that you go to my profile, click that icon, and follow me on Instagram, and look out for that Ask Jen Host Hot Seat Question. This week, Wancho wrote in and asked, do you think love should always feel comfortable, or should it always feel new and exciting?
Both. I'm going to have to say new and exciting, because once you get too comfortable, you get too lax. And the same way you got me is the same way you need to keep me. Don't get too comfortable in that. I'm just being honest. Keep it exciting. Keep me wanting to be there. Because one thing that I've grown to know when it comes to love is that I'd rather continue to like you. I want to love you, yes, but that liking feeling is what keeps a person drawn to you. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I'll keep giving me something to want. Keep giving me something to want to keep coming, you know, and experiencing over and over again. And sometimes if it's old and comfortable, then it's not You know what I mean? Like, it's not keeping my attention. Don't get too comfortable.
It gets boring.
Don't get too comfortable.
It gets boring.
Yeah.
I need to be comfortable. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be content unless I get comfortable. It still can be exciting, not at all. It's gonna be different. Everything's a different day. Every week's a different week. But I still need to have that some form of and sense of comfort within you. I do.
I mean, I agree. Like, don't get me wrong. I never take it away that I don't need to feel, you know what I'm saying, in tune with what's going on and where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And feel at a breeze to do it. But I do feel like sometimes we allow ourselves to get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have came into the relationship one way, but then the minute we get there and now that we got this person, it's like, oh, okay, well, I can do how I want to now, and I can do this how I want to because of the, you know what I'm saying, overly being comfortable in a relationship. That person gonna want to keep feeling what they was feeling when they first started tapping into you. That's what made them go deeper with you. People get too comfortable and lose that sometimes. But I agree, though.
You ready to tap in, Diamond? Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna agree with Shimmer. I love new and exciting things. Of course, I think the thrill and excitement. And of course, you got to keep your relationship from going stale. Like, let's do some new and exciting things and get to, you know, go out and explore. But for me, I need the comfort because I need to know that you're going to be exactly who you said you are. I need to know that I can depend on you being who you are. And that doesn't mean I need the same thing every day. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is that I have comfort in that I know, right, that any given time that I can rely on you, that you are reliable. Because that new and exciting, learn to laugh and have fun, for sure. And I definitely, it can be exciting in different ways, but I don't want to have to guess every day. I don't want to have to guess every day who you are or what you're doing or what you believe. Because, like, it's not all about just, oh my God, let's go do this and let's go do that and oh, we should do this. And no, sometimes it's just watching TV together on the couch on a Tuesday and watching your favorite show because you know that's our favorite thing to do together. You know what I'm saying? That comfort in knowing I'm coming home to you. You're going to be excited to see me. Like, I feel like I need the comfortable. I think the beginning of a relationship, yeah, it feels really good, right? And a lot of people, I think, get addicted to the spark and that very new feeling in a relationship. But my favorite part is the knowing I'm coming home to the same person, the comfortability, the sitting on the couch together watching our TV show, and I'm not going to watch it without you because if I watch it without you, I'm going to be in trouble. You know, not really, but, you know, just that comfortability that you know each other, that you have a thing, you know what I mean? You know your routine, and I don't mean things, some things should not be scheduled or should not get comfortable, and the bedroom is one of them, okay? We're going to just wash over that. That's not one thing. Now, that can be where you have the excitement in your life and going to do things, yes, and you have that excitement. But if it's exciting all the time, then they're going to get real bored of you when it gets to the comfortability stage. And that's where a lot of people run because they're not used to it being the comfortable stage. They want the new and exciting and the frills in the very beginning. And a lot of people get, like I said, addicted to the spark.
A lot of people get addicted to the comfortability, too. And that's why you have to be able to balance that.
Right. It's definitely a balance of both. But for me, I think just my favorite part is when I'm comfortable with somebody, when I know that at the end of the day that, you know, when you come home, I know you take your shoes off and put your head on the, you know, that I know the first thing you do is going to come give me a kiss. You know, those are the things that I know. When you know your person like that and you're comfortable with them like that, that's my favorite part anyway. But yeah, if you were just pulling up, y'all, tonight's topic was what's love got to do with it? The inside look at love and relationships. You're definitely late, but don't fret, y'all. You can find us every week on YouTube, which you can find in my profile by clicking that icon and following and subscribing, hopefully. We all know about the bad love, but love has often been portrayed in good light as well. It's commonly associated with youth, as most people typically have their first love at a young age. The blooming stages of love can be a thing of beauty, as one person tries to court the other and overcome some hardships along the way. In other cases, love is portrayed as tragic and full of drama. Think about how many stories have ended in tragedy because love or the loss of love. However, love is inherently free and pure. Devastating love that leads to toxic behavior is not actual love. In youth, these feelings can be even more intense. That makes the definition of love even more complex. It can be the best and the worst thing ever. This is also because the line between romantic love and hate is actually quite thin. These strong emotions are in the same part of your brain and can switch rather quickly. Regardless of gender, sexuality, or race, love is love and persists in every part of the world. I would like to wrap up the show as I do every week. We come to this place of healing and give out a weekly quote that has to do with the show, Lord. But the quote for this week is, "It's all about falling in love with yourself and sharing that love with someone who appreciates you, rather than looking for the love to compensate for a self-love deficit." Eartha Kitt. This has been the Red Room Talk, y'all. You can find us every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, we're going to give our outros. I'm going to let you guys tell us about what you got going on. And then we'll wrap it up and play a little song so we can put that thing on YouTube. So, ladies first. And go ahead and let us know what you got going on. I thank all of you guys for coming tonight. Even you there in the comments. He said I was in someone else's box. Lord.
That's what she said.
Well, I go first. Greetings, everyone. Once again, I am Empress J. You can catch me pretty much streaming at night. Make sure y'all hit that fave because I do say back. Okay, hit the fave button because I do say back. Period. And I will say I am now newly featured every Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Living Holistic with Empress J. Definitely a vibe you do not want to miss. Okay, so make sure y'all hit that fave button, tap in, and Jen, you know I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for having me with these amazing, amazing people. Thank you very much.
I am Shimmer, the queen of the queendom. You can catch me any day at any time. My career is at night in a hospital, so I stream whenever I'm off and whenever I got a moment. So I'm here for you. You can always try your best to message me. We'll get back to you. But let me tell you, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the Masquerade. Come and join us. It's the women against the men. The top 3 women, the top 3 men. They win a special gift. It can be a carpet. It could be a fire truck. It could be a jet. Come bring your best mask for the Masquerade.
I got to better find me a cute name. We got bedazzle
I need to holler at my squad. We need a commercial. Hello. She did the Masquerade. I was over here like, do I got a mask?
I only got Miss Hetty Way. I don't think she counts, okay?
Well, of course, y'all know me. It's your boy G-Way. No way. Y'all can catch me tomorrow on Wordplay with G-Way, Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hood Feud Season 2, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch me Monday on Top Badge Talk with Diamond Supply, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pull up on me. I got something going on like every day of the week. Like literally. Your best bet is to have an Instagram and look for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'm going to be live doing something. So pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like he said, Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Top Badge Talk with Diamond Supply featuring my guy, G-Way, No Way. Y'all make sure y'all pull up. That's going to be an epic episode. You know, my boy G-Way is the hottest thing right now on tag. So y'all make sure y'all hit him with the fave. Hit me with the fave so y'all can come catch that show. And Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is Headliners with Diamond Supply. Let's go.
This the commercial voices y'all got.
I'm
I'm jealous.
like, geez, or something in the background, like Candyman or something. Anyways, I'm the host, Jen and Juice. I almost said Jen and Juice, but I'm your host, Jen and Juice. You can find me every Saturday. Can y'all do it? Can you hear it?
Oh man, I was too busy laughing with
Saturday.
the
Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. You can also find me on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Cut the Beat with my co-host G-Way Tuesdays. And then Thursdays at 9 p.m. I am part of the Getting Lit team with King of Diamonds, I think he is now. And then Fridays at 8 p.m. I have Emoji Charades with Wancho Number. He's the number one bubble. But beyond that, you can find me late nights into early mornings. But this has been the Red Room Talk, y'all. Appreciate and love every single one of y'all. You all brought something different to the table, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So thank you so much for coming. But let me see those juice boxes, y'all, because we about to end it with a song, okay? So we can outro our song for on YouTube, okay? Those top 3 gifters, by the end of the song, they get a graphic made by none other than...
What up, Sam?
This has been the Red Room Talk, y'all. I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. All of y'all in the comments, I appreciate you for coming and coming to listen to the panel. Y'all, I love and adore each and every one of y'all. I appreciate you. Definitely, Embers, congratulations, because you're going to do great things in that. Congratulations on your feature. I'll definitely pull a camera. All I got is an old lady mask, but I will definitely come watch all the sexy people with the masks on. And hopefully at the end, someone's going to be like, mask off, you know. Oh, and then there's that. Oh, Shima, it's over. Okay, girl, just quit. Okay, bye.
It took you all that time to write that? God, no, she's kind of...
It's like, dang, girl, you've been doing this for 3 years. Okay.
The hell? I mean, the heck?
Oh, it's
no, we off now. What the fuck?
What's going on?
Fuck was that?
As soon as I got the lady boy, I'm like, really?
They've been doing this shit for 3 years. I'm like, oh my God.
Thank you, RDS.
RDS, period, sis. Tell him again.
This was a great event, Jen. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you so much.
For real.
I enjoyed myself. G-Way, it was a pleasure, as usual.
You know it was, and I'm proud of you, and it's crazy to see all these queens right here in these boxes. I am proud of each and every one of y'all, because I watched each and every one of y'all just grow and keep growing and keep growing and keep doing y'all thing.
I think we go back. How far we go back, G-Way? Is it
2
3
years? 2.5 years?
Yeah,
almost 3 years.
We go back.
When I met you, I had 2 million. I met 364.
Yes, that was when That was when you went to Playlist. We both went to Playlist, but you was at one Airbnb and I was at another one. That fight broke out. Bang. That was that.
Yeah, they fought. They was fighting at ours. Yeah,
yeah.
You said it's still recording?
No, it's over. It's over.
Oh,
you're good to show everything. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
Shout out to the top 3 gifters. You guys get a graphic. We got Top Badge, Lady Blue Ice. We got Wancho Number. And we got Snipers on the Roof who get a graphic. And I will be tagging you guys in a post on my Instagram because I always do the best in show. So thank you to the top 3 gifters, y'all. So just tap in with me about what you want done or made. We can get that done for y'all. But any of you guys, look, if you want to get in on the conversation or you want to be on the show, make sure you hit my Instagram and send me a message, y'all. I would love to have any of you guys on the show. I love having It was really easy this week, okay? It was really easy.
Don't feel bad, because halfway through the song, I was like, yes, I got number 3. By the time the song ended, I was like, where'd I go?
Oh, Becky.
It was an easy week, y'all.
Lady Blue Ice, it was you. It was you. Let me make sure I got you fade. You came in here and stuck my spot.
She been ignoring me a year, bro. Who been ignoring you a year? I know he lying. Oh, I was about to say. I know you lying. I was just on the show with you and Shimmer.
Don't listen to Stop Begging.
Right. What did I say?
He gonna lead you down the road of destruction. Don't listen to him.
Ooh, real?
Stop begging.
Oh no, that's my baby. He's not gonna do that. We good.
Oh,
he ain't gonna stop begging.
I thought we were twins. That ain't Shimmer.
Hey, listen, you good?
Wow.
You don't like dark skins. Oh.
Get out.
I know
he's lying. My lie, but get out. He really lying, girl. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I find out because you go on in the morning.
Put my hooper shorts away. Not the hooper.
You know what? I'm done.
Wow.
I got
his hoochie daddy shorts. He got his hoochie daddy shorts on.
You know he
the
does
basketball
like
shorts.
He want to get in the box so you can see him. That's what it is.
Get in the box. Look.
Come
the basketball shorts are interesting, okay?
You're like,
I hate it here.
All right, I gotta go advertise the event. I love y'all. Y'all be great. Y'all have a great Saturday night.
You are amazing, Shimmer. Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you.
Make sure you tap on
Bye, Shimmer.
y'all.
All right, later.
That boy don't know what to do.
He got the hoochie daddy. I know he do.
I'm gonna be here a little bit longer, then I'm gonna go live without my look. I was like, I ain't going live till I go to my baby show.
I'm good, bro. I'm high than a motherfucker. High. That's
not G-Way. How you feeling? He's so shy. Not you, G-Way. One time about you. You look down here like it was, you know.
Got my eye on you.
You see, look.
I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
Period. Damn, by time, Shimmer.
Y'all got costumes for Halloween? Who got costumes for Halloween?
If they show up by Monday, I have 7 of them.
Damn.
I got one for each day next week. As long as it's going to be all very different. They're all so very
like $5-10.
And one of them, I really need to get into a contest because ain't nobody going to match me. I promise you. Ain't nobody going to be able to do what I do.
I got 2. I got 2. I want to have 3, but it depends on where I end up at on Halloween.
I think I'm going to have 2 or 3. I got one right now, but I think I'm going to have 2 or 3. Y'all going to be surprised as hell with one of you.
What you was last year? A witch, wasn't it?
I was a witch and Cleo.
Yeah, I miss Cleo. I was mad I ain't had no signal. I remember that shit. That's what.
I had a house performance in KLC.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep. I remember that.
Yup.
Did it like 3 damn times.
What? Because everybody in their daddy.
That was epic.
I had to restart his live. Thank you, really. Thank you.
2.0 said he got a costume.
That fool.
What's your costume? Asshole.
I feel like I need to go and get another one. Oh, let's be twins. You want to be twins? Be twins. Dan, you want to be triplets? Dan, you want to be triplets? They're realistic though.
I know you love it.
You know I do.
Hey, you have to stop with all this damn shoulder love up in here. I know that shit.
You know we're off the show now, so.
Yeah, all this shoulder love I see up here.
Shoulder love.
All right, both of y'all over there.
Okay, I cannot.
Shoulder love.
Gigi, you okay, poo-poo?
Baby.
No 187s or nothing, right? Because you know I will.
Right. Because you got that look.
Damn, y'all must know me for real, huh?
Yeah, motherfucker.
I hate that my face delivers me. I hate it.
Because we was ever together.
Hetty White there, that's my sister, y'all. My mother, Mama B, was my mother. That was my actual, like, birth mother. Mama B is my mother, but Hetty White, that's actually my sister. You know. But that's my sister. But my sister and my mother, shout out to y'all for pulling up, because I love the hell out of both of y'all.
Right.
My sister comes, she supports every week. She might not comment every time, but she comes and supports me every motherfucking week, okay? She in here dropping them juice boxes. He said, hey, Hetty. Now, listen, sis, you love Hetty White, okay? Maybe I need to start. I need to make a day that's just for Hetty, I feel like. I need a day that's, or at least
a time slot. Yeah, time slot.
Time slot for her. Yeah. Because I have like one that's hit the verse with Hetty. Because I have my the thing, and people love her because now people are jocking off of me.
Yeah, I know.
People are. Yeah, because they seen me do it in a verse. So since you guys are unoriginal as fuck, and yes, I'm gonna say this out loud, y'all are unoriginal as hell. This is one thing about this app. Y'all are so worried about being liked by people who don't even like